Hello everybody, my name is Aaron, aka Pulling Teeth, and welcome back to the WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2008 24/7 mode. Got it right this time, nothing to do with the fact that I've just recorded the last episode like 30 seconds before this. But anyway, we are in the middle of the storyline with invasions between both ECW and Smackdown. We've done seemingly the ECW side. I'm not convinced they're gone forever. I think they're still going to come back. We're in the middle of the Smackdown story, seemingly, and Smackdown, Kennedy specifically, has jumped ship over to us twice now. Not jumped ship as in joined teams, jumped over as in to cause issues. Attacked Carlito the first time, beat him down, and left it, so he's been out of action since. Then he offered me the chance to jump over to SmackDown and join him. Join SmackDown and leave Raw after SummerSlam. I said no. Don't know how people have taken that, whether I made the right choice or wrong choice yet. Like I said, I recorded that last episode like 30 seconds ago. But either way, after that, we had a singles match against Edge. Chris Masters spit the dummy out of the prams. He's like, wah, 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 no one's giving me a chance, wah, wah, wah. But we had a singles match against Edge. Kennedy interfered within about 2 seconds of that match starting. Made zero impact because I just Lou Fez'd him, and he then just stood out of the ring and watched while I beat Edge pretty easily and had a tangent about the animations in these games. But that's where we stand currently, so our phone is buzzing. Whose message is Coach?
Congratulations for being smart enough to stick with Raw, champ. I can't wait to see you dish out some payback on Smackdown this week, but be careful. We can't afford for our champion to get injured this close to SummerSlam.
But you're still sending me into the lion's den. Alright, sure, whatever. Anyway, there is no headline. It's just Teddy Long. Oh, there's the headline. Carlito and Shawn Michaels to defend their brand on SmackDown. Carlito says that following the sneak attack he recently suffered at the hands of Kennedy, he has physically recovered and now is out for revenge. He came to my show and made me suffer in front of my fans, Carlito says. So now I'm going to do the same for him on his turf. Having become involved in this mini invasion, Shawn Michaels announces that he will also make the trip to the show of brand solidarity. What? Sorry. He will also make the trip as a show of brand solidarity. There we go. Why was that sentence so hard for me to read? Anyway. For better or worse, Raw is a family and we need to back each other up. I'm looking forward to watching Carlito's back. Carlito's threat does not seem to concern SmackDown GM Teddy Long too much. However, they ought to mind their own business and stay on Raw, GM Long said. But if they're looking for a fight, we'd be happy to give them one. Alright, so are we going to SmackDown this week or is it going to be next week? Because we're about to find out. Dramatic pause. Oh, we got a buzz. Kennedy!
I cannot believe that you're actually dumb enough to come to SmackDown this week. Hey, you and your pal are going to find out the hard way that Raw's not the only brand whose superstars can show a little solidarity.
I was about to say, so far it's just been you, so who have you got on your side, Kennedy? Deep down, I know you regret not jumping to SmackDown, but just in case you don't, I have a couple of guys who are going to make you. If you and Carlito want to come to SmackDown for a fight, you're going to meet Kennedy and Finley in a no DQ tornado tag match. SmackDown is going to make sure that Raw's two biggest superstars never make it to SummerSlam. Again, so many mid-carders. Why are you sending your mid-card after? Well, I suppose Kennedy was kind of a main eventer. He sort of brushed between upper mid-card and main event, didn't he? Whereas Finley, just no. Okay, so yeah, it's straight away. It's this SmackDown. It's this week. Matt Hardy and Mark Henry, Ashley and Candice, Gregory Helms and MVP, Kane and Chavo, and okay, so we're showing up a main event in your show, so that shows that you think that we're bigger stars than the rest of your brand, because you're putting us in your main event. just saying. Just going to point that out. I don't know why, I always forget that Matt Hardy was a Cruiserweight champion, but then I remember it's actually a great Cruiserweight title run. Around WrestleMania 19, wasn't it?
We're 3 weeks from the cross-brand SummerSlam pay-per-view, and tonight, Raw comes to Smackdown.
Yeah, and they're going to get a taste of what's coming to them at SummerSlam.
There's been some very heated exchanges between Raw and Smackdown of late.
And believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I just realised, yeah, Coach is here. Despite us being on SmackDown, Coach has come with me. Finley! What? Why is Coach? Why is Coach here? Didn't expect that. Feels like that should have been Teddy Long.
My name is Finley.
His name is Finley.
Propel this Raw invasion of Smackdown.
And you couldn't ask for a much better pick.
That all you gotta say? This is why Michael Cole and JBL is not a well-known, like, top-tier level of commentary team.
We've seen him stir up trouble on Raw lately, and now they're returning the favor.
Yeah, but as you can see, SmackDown is ready for them tonight.
You're really not saying a lot, are you? You're keeping this very minimal. I expected a bit more rambly, like a longer talk like JR and King do.
He might be Raw's #1 contender, but he's looking for revenge against SmackDown tonight.
Whose side are you on here anyway, Michael?
Again, just one line each. JBL and Cole could not give a shit about this storyline.
You don't often see a champion team up with his #1 contender, but he's putting brand loyalty above personal gain.
And that's all well and good, but a real champion would make the championship his #1 priority.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, aren't you the guy that just suddenly threw a hissy fit when you went over to the ECW One Night Stand pay-per-view, got very, very drunk and beat up Blue Meanie over brand loyalty? You know, pot, kettle, kids in glass houses. I don't mean the band. Oh yeah, it's tornado attack. Forgot about that. Carlito, you going to do anything? There we go. Chris Masters. Whose side are you on?
Finley has certainly established himself in very short order as one of the toughest superstars
No,
SmackDown
I just saw you go to attack Carlito.
You're not kidding. I wonder if all English people are as tough as him.
English? He wears a shamrock.
Yeah, I was about to say, did he just call Finley English? I think that would piss Finley off quite a lot, to be honest. He's not English, he's Irish.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
I'm not too sure which part of Ireland he's from, whether he's from Northern Ireland or something, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But if he's from Southern Ireland, that'll piss him off even more, because then he's not even technically part of the UK. JPL just casually showing his lack of geographical knowledge. Come here, you're getting super kicked. Boom.
These fans have got something they want to share with us.
That's their right. They paid for their tickets after all.
I feel like I'm doing most of the work here, Carlito. Duh.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's
instead of
Here we go.
pandering to the fans,
Here we go.
you should really keep your head in the match.
come on. You're looking at a superstar.
You're going out of the ring. You're going out of the ring.
Energy to win the match.
And thrown into Chris Masters. Near enough, anyway.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of
Just
them
casually going to catch my breath for a second.
at the end of this You can
do a bit of a pose.
Proud if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Nope. Oh, damn it. Nope. Famous it.
These superstars give everything they've got.
Maybe it's your turn to get super kicked.
But a lot of people don't realize
Boom.
what sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE,
Yeah, Carlito, you just keep Finley occupied.
everything for your career.
There we go.
As anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys.
So has Chris Masters jumped ship? Because I didn't know whose side he was going to be on when he ran out. Because he was on our side of the screen. But then he went for Carlito straight away. So they didn't really give him much of a chance to do anything else. So, yeah, the post-match scene also not working in SmackDown either. I mean, we're technically not on SmackDown; we're still part of the Raw story, but it's good to know that that's just a cross-brand thing here. I understand why this game is not looked upon as fondly as most of the other WWE games, especially from around this time. This one was kind of broken. It's like the two, when you think of like WWE games that are not looked upon dead fondly, a few obviously spring to mind. 2K20, obviously, because that was a broken mess. 2K15, because it just strips so many features away on the jump to its, at the time, next gen. Just Bring It, because it did the same thing. It stripped a load of features away, but that one's got more of a cult following into it. And then this SVR09, because again, it just didn't have an awful lot going on for it. It wasn't bad, SVR09. It's on the higher end of the lower side, if that makes sense. But then there's this one as well, which is also not looked upon fondly. And I kind of understand, because this game is kind of broken. But either way, I suppose that is going to do it for this episode, I guess. There's nothing else is following up. We've not even got a text message after that. But either way, thank you everybody so much for joining me in this one. It's been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.